guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Resty, and if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. Today I'll be taking you through how to file taxes as an F1 student. I normally use Sprintax for filing my tax returns, so you can head over to Google and type in Sprintax. Choose the link that has www.sprintax.com, click on it, and then you can choose Get Started. So you will have to put in your details, first name, last name, phone number, to create an account. I already have an account, so I'll just go ahead and click on login. Disclaimer: I am not a tax collection officer, nor am I sponsored by Sprintax. So the information that I'll be providing is mainly from my personal experience. If you have any questions, you can directly ask Sprintax using a chatbot, and they'll be happy to answer you. Before we get started, you will need some documents. So you will need your passport, entry and exit dates, your W2 form, and you also need some information from your I-20 and your SSN number. If you have all these documents, then you can get started. Provide information regarding your residence status. Have you been a US citizen by birth or naturalization at the end of 2022? Do you have a green card, or have you applied for US citizenship? You'll also need to fill in information regarding all your visits. Have you been to the US, or the first year that you entered the US? And then you'll also need to fill in all your visits to the US. For the leave date, just put the end date for your program, like for your university degree. Choose your country of citizenship and country of residence before you enter the US, and then click next. In your first name, last name, and date of birth. If you received any form of income, choose yes, and then provide your SSN. If you received any kind of gift or an exchange or a reward, or in financial interest in a digital asset, then you can go ahead and choose yes. For my case, it was a no. Click next. Provide details of your current address and your home address outside the US. Choose the address that will appear on your returns, whether it's your current address or your home address. And then fill in your passport number and your phone number, your US number. If you have a number that you can use for your home country, then you can put it in. And then click next. Fill in your marital status. If you are married at the end of 2022, or you're a dependent on someone else's US tax returns, then go ahead and choose the appropriate answer, and then click next. You'll have to choose the income document type that you'll be uploading later. For my case, it was a W2 form. And then choose the number of W2 forms that you'll be uploading. If you work for more than one employer, for example, if you work for 2 employers, you probably have 2 W2 forms. So for my case, it was a 1. And if you have more documents, you can click on Add Document and choose other types of documents. And then click Next. Upload a scanned copy of your income document. For security reasons, I won't be uploading my W2 form. Select the employer type. The information in your scanned copy will be pre-populated in here, but sometimes it may not pre-populate correctly. So you'll have to double check using your copy C of your W2 form, just to make sure that everything is correct. And after double checking, you can click Next. If you received any other income that is not recorded in your W2 form, you can go ahead and click yes, and select the appropriate type of income, whether it was a prize or a grant or a scholarship, or if it was fees, commission, and fill in the appropriate details. For my case, it was a no, so I'll go ahead and click no. And this page will require some additional information regarding your taxes. If you made any direct payments to IRS yourself or to the state without going through your employer, or if you requested for an extension to file a tax return with IRS or with the state, you choose the appropriate answer. You'll also need to fill in some information regarding your previous tax returns. charitable contributions that were made either by check or by cash. You can put the amount here. And then for other contributions, choose the type of organization, whether it was churches, Goodwill, or wetlands. And then for individuals that enrolled their health coverage through the marketplace, you should have received 1095A. But for my case, it was a no, so I'll choose no and then click next. We are almost done with filing our taxes. Click next. So here you will have to provide information about all the states that you lived in 2022, and then click next. Finally done. So Sprintax will give you a summary of your federal tax returns, and then you can click next. So this is the summary of your state tax return. Next. Yes. And then you can check out. For my case, I was charged $51.95 for federal tax return and $44.95 for state tax return. So my university has a group subscription with Sprintax, so I pay a small amount and I get like an access code. So I used that access code that helped me get like some discount, and I ended up paying $44.95. So you should definitely ask your university if they have a group subscription with Sprintax. That will save you some money. After making the payment, you can do e-filing for your federal tax return. You can't see that option here because I already did it. So I did my federal tax return electronically. But for my state tax return, I had to like download and email it. Sprintax doesn't provide e-filing for the state, only provides for the federal. And then you can print, sign, and date and send to like your state. Yeah, so we are all done, and thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also click the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. See you in my next video.